Yeah, thank you, Colleen, and good evening, everyone. As Colleen said, I'm Matt Paul. I'm the Executive Vice President of Distribution Operations at DTE. Thank you very much for being with us this evening. As you all are aware, a winter weather system has been upon us here in Southeast Michigan for several hours now. And with it, it has brought a mix of rain, snow, ice, and wind. Our primary concern is with the ice, and certainly a combination of ice and wind. Ice adds just a tremendous amount of weight to trees, tree limbs, wires, and other equipment. And just to give you a feel, half an inch of radial ice on one of our wires is the same amount of weight as a baby grand piano. So it's a tremendous amount of weight. That can create a lot of damage as the ice builds out there. And we have started to see some ice build up. We're seeing about 1/4 of an inch in some of the southwest and southern parts of our territory, like Ann Arbor, southern Oakland County, and down near Monroe. And as we've seen that ice build up to those levels, we're seeing some of our customer outages numbers grow. We're at about 68,000 customers out currently, largely concentrated in those areas that I just mentioned. We do expect several more hours of precipitation, and with that potential additional accumulation of ice. We have several counties that continue to be under an ice storm warning really until 4 a.m. tomorrow. Those counties are Oakland, Livingston, Washtenaw, and now Wayne and Monroe. So we do expect additional ice to build, and with that, we will see more likely more customer outages, and we'll see that usually throughout the evening and into early tomorrow morning. We've been preparing for this weather for several days. We have several hundred trained individuals out in the field working public safety, largely focused on protecting the public from downed wires. And we have well over 1,000 linemen in the field working to restore power. We know how frustrating power outages can be, and want you to know we're doing everything that we can to restore power as quickly and as safely as we can. Safety is not our number one priority, and would like to just remind the public, please stay away from, be on the lookout and stay at least 25 feet away from any down power lines, and also be aware of anything those power lines may be touching, like a fence or a house. And then we also like to remind, if you're going to use a portable generator, please make sure and keep that outside. Carbon monoxide is poisonous, and those generators need to be run outside. So again, we're going to be working 24/7 with well over 1,500 people out there in the field. Rest assured, we're going to work until each and every one of our customers are restored. And just also want to give a big thank you to all of our men and women out there working hard in some really tough conditions. So with that, I will pause and take any questions.
Again, if you could please raise your hand for questions, we'll be happy to answer those. Brett, I think you have your hand up. Can you just let us know what outlet you're with?
Yes, I'm with WXYZ Channel 7. Just a quick question. I know you kind of touched on it a little bit there, but just with the rain still falling, the icy weather out here, I mean, how challenging does that make it for your line workers and your employees to try to restore power? And I know you mentioned the safety protocols they have to keep in place, but how challenging does that make it that we're still in the thick of this weather event?
It's extremely challenging, and that's frankly where my biggest concern is around the safety of our people and the public. With ice like this, driving can be treacherous. Even just walking to and from the job site can be treacherous. Certainly climbing poles can be dangerous. So certainly continue to speak to our folks and remind them on safety, but they're trained professionals. We are used to working in hazardous conditions, and I know they're out there working hard for you. Thank you.
Randy, you have a question. Could you let us know what outlet you're with? Randy, I think you might be on mute.
I'm sorry, I think I'm up now. My apologies. I got in a bit late, but did you mention roughly, do you know how soon you guys will have power restored to all of your customers? And also, the number of those that you have without right now, last time I checked, about 78 or 80,000 customers. Are you guys expecting that to continue to rise throughout the night? And roughly how long before you think you can get everyone back up and running?
Yeah, thanks, Randy. So when I started this interview, we were at 68,000 or so. I obviously am not looking at it while we're talking, so it may have grown a bit while we've been talking, but we were at 68,000 of our customers without power. We do expect that to grow, perhaps significantly, as the ice continues to build. And really, we're not going to be able to estimate the timing of restoration until we get through this weather. We'll likely have to look at things in the morning. That's when our damage assessors will be out there in full force, and we'll be able to provide better estimates in the morning.
Are there any additional questions for Matt? Okay. With that, if you have any questions during the course of the storm, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to get you the answers, and thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you.